This real-life incident was told to me by my friend at around 1 a.m. midnight near the Library Road NIT Trichy. The incident took place somewhere in Bihar, the exact location is unknown to me. My friend's grandfather, a politician, was traveling in a car at night. This was at a time when many did not have the luxury of a car, and there were no proper roads. To reach home early, my friend's grandfather, uncle from here on, asked the driver to take a detour, a road which was not frequented by people at night because of rumors of supernatural activities. He, being an educated person, did not believe in the rumors and took the logical decision. After going further for around some 20 kilometers, the driver saw a woman asking for a lift. The driver looked at Uncle ordered him not to stop and continue driving. They passed the woman and continued further. It was after crossing a certain distance, Uncle noticed something outside. The woman's face was clearly visible from the window, and she was literally running at the speed of the car. She turned her head and looked at Uncle and told him he should have stopped. The shock was too much for the uncle and he died of cardiac arrest. The woman spared the driver, telling him he was just following orders. It so happened that I with my 4 friends was going to Chandigarh from Manali. The hotel reservation was complete and we decided to drive through the night to be able to check in early morning. We were nearing Chandigarh border at around 3 at night and were on a mountain road. Turns and bends. Suddenly we noticed a white Corolla Altis parked on the cliff side of the road, parking lights and blinkers on, and a girl next to her, in a pretty pink top and jeans, calling for a lift from us. There began murmurs in the car whether to give her about if we should stop and help her or not. 3 were in favor, 1 was strongly against, saying he has some bad feelings and all. I slowed the car near her and pulled down the mirror when my friend shouted, "Drive bro, don't fucking stop." I pushed the accelerator without thinking again. As we crossed her, the car got filled with some strong rosy fragrance she was wearing. We had come around 3 to 4 kilometers ahead when there started a debate in the car that we shouldn't leave a girl alone like that. We should help. All ethics and moral talks. I was thinking about taking a U-turn just when I saw something at some distance ahead. As we neared it, we saw it was the same car, same girl, same pink top and jeans calling for a lift. We were white with fear. I just raced the car like anything. Nobody said anything for the rest of the journey. We passed the car and the girl 3 times. Finally, we entered Chandigarh and stopped at the first dhaba. We were still realizing what had happened and I ordered beer as we all began splashing large amounts of water on our faces and head. The truck drivers sitting there asked what the matter was and we told them. They showed us the Punjab Kesari, a famous newspaper there, which had a news item reporting how a Delhi-based 21-year-old woman had an accident and her car went down a cliff. The car and the girl were the same. Before we continue, please subscribe, like, comment, and share. Ranjit Sen, driver, 47, was driving his new Alto, which he bought from Sudipto Chatterjee in Jalpaiguri. He was coming home from Kalimpong after the trip to the reception party alone. There was no one with him in the car and it made him a little uncomfortable. It was raining heavily and the road was deserted. No one was on the road, not even a single vehicle was plying. The eerie-looking Evoke forest that night was looking dreadful. He was in a rush as it was very late and he had a trip the next day. He was extremely tense. His days were not going well as his new car has met with some small accidents which were really costing him. Even the accidents were mysterious and spooky. His car would automatically sometimes steer off the road and sometimes the brakes wouldn't apply. His drivers wouldn't be able to explain the incident, but all the drivers said one thing in common, that his car, Alto, was haunted. They said him that they always felt someone was in the car whenever it was night and when they were all alone. Most of the incidents would happen at night and they felt that it was something in the car which controlled it at night. Mr. Ranjit would laugh at their claim and would rebut and rebuff them after listening to their claim. But all his drivers would insist on doing puja in the car, but he never paid any heed to what they said. It was already 1 a.m. when he crossed Sevok's Mandir. Everything was going well when suddenly he saw something really odd on the side of the road. He was shocked and couldn't understand anything. A lady in her mid-50s, naked, holding a thali with her hand, was going towards the temple. He swiftly passed her and didn't have the courage to turn back and look at her. He couldn't understand anything and kept driving. He was horrified. After a little time, when he was able to stable his mind, he thought that the lady must be practicing black magic. She must be at Dian. The rain was pouring over heavily and the night looked gloomy. He wanted to reach as fast as he could to his home as he was extremely scared by the horrific incident. It was exactly 1:15 when he felt something had woken up in the car. Although he couldn't see it, he could feel it. At first, he thought he was feeling like that because of the dreadful incident which occurred just a few minutes before, but after he heard a woman's shrill cry from the back seat he was certain that someone was in the car. He was not able to think and kept driving. He started chanting Hanuman Chalisa, but still, the horrible cries sound kept increasing. He finally looked at the front mirror and saw a woman, wearing a sari, blood all over her body, looking at him. He was dreaded and steered the car off the road, eventually running into a tree. He fainted on the spot. The next morning he found himself in a hospital. He had sustained minor injuries, but the mental scar was permanently carved by the horrific incident last night. Though I have read and heard many horror stories, this one horrified me the most, and it's a true story that happened to my friend. One late winter night, he was traveling from Jaipur to Delhi on a bike with his friend who was riding it. Needless to say that it was dark, with occasional trucks which you will encounter on any national highway during nighttime. My colleague was riding pillion when he saw his friend looking intently on his side with a complete 90 degrees turn of his head. His friend's face was white with horror. He casually asked what was happening. His friend asked him to just shut up. Confused and panicked, he just kept quiet for 10 to 15 minutes when his friend stopped at a temple which was lit. They were just walking to the temple when an old man asked his friend, "You saw her?" His white horrified face was enough of an answer. So the old man asked them to pay a visit to the temple and carry on with their journey. They did as he told and continued. It was only when they reached their destination in the morning that his friend had the guts to describe what he'd seen. He said that he saw a woman dressed as a bride running with their motorcycle facing him. First, he wondered how she could catch up with the bike's speed. It was only then he realized that she was not human. He froze with anticipation as to what else she could do and was unable to avert his eyes from her expressionless face. So he spotted a light and stopped there. Imagine, for 10 minutes or so he kept looking at a supernatural creature while riding a bike. My colleague saw or felt nothing. This story sort of reinforces my belief in the presence of spirits, as it happened to someone I know. That thought fires up my imagination when I am in any horrifying situation.